Hello, I hope you're okay. Now, I have started my makeup because I've just done a concealer video that I've already put up, but I'm going to finish it with a few high street beauty bits that I've been wanting to show you and have a play with. I've got a Zoom call in a bit. It's my friend's 30th, so, you know, let's get ready to go on Zoom. So I'm going to start with some Collection Primed and Ready Illuminating Setting Powder. I had put my base on in the last video, but I hadn't set it with any powder. So I'm just going to really gently set that in. Lovely. And then I'm going to have a play with a few of the bits. So first of all, I haven't used these before actually, so we're all on this journey together, shall we say. This brand, Boutique, is available at Sainsbury's. So I'm going to take a couple of these darker shades, and I mean, why not just get a bit dressed up for the night? It is a 30th birthday. Whether it's happening on Zoom or not, I'm going to get ready. I'm also going to make a cake from scratch. I've asked everybody that's come in to either bring a cake or make a cake. I mean, I'm the host of this party and we're obviously all on lockdown in the house all day, and I've still managed to find myself running late for it. But that does sound about right, to be honest, if you know me. Okay, so I'm taking a nice kind of plummy matte shade through the sockets here on a big fluffy brush. I always like to take a matte through the sockets just because I think it helps you to frame the eye shape well. This is a lovely pixie blending brush, very, very big and fluffy, so it helps you to create a very seamless blend. I say that, but I think I need to blend that side a little bit, but we will get there. I think I'm actually rushing this a bit because I'm so excited for my Zoom party. Here we go. So I'm just going to soften that out. I like to take my matte shade quite far in here. It just gives it a bit of the cat is coming back again. I was saying to my mum the other day, I'm at home with my mum and dad at the moment in Birmingham. It's as if she knows in the garden that I just need 10 minutes to kind of get this done, and then I'll be able to play with her at any other point. And that's when she comes purring at the window, wanting a fuss. Right, I'm going in with this darker shade. I don't know if you already follow her, she's lovely. SJ Froom. She's such a nice lady, but she is such a fab makeup artist. She did a tutorial using this the other day, and I thought, hang on a minute, I've got that and I need to have a play with it. But she is so brilliant for tutorials where she teaches you all the tips and tricks as she goes along. Like, you're not just watching her put her makeup on, she's going, hold your brush in this way, or do it like this for this effect, do it like that for that effect. Really, really great. You feel like you're learning something every time you watch her. So do have a little look at her. Now, what I'm doing, completely against what I've just said, I haven't told you one thing of what I'm trying to do, is I've taken that deeper colour on a slightly fluffier brush. When the brush is packed with product, I'm kind of pressing that onto the lid. Then when there's less product on there, that's when I'm using it to fluff a nice blend between the deepest shade and that little matte shade through the socket. Look at me getting all dressed up for my Zoom conference call. They're not going to have a clue who's answering the phone to them because the state of me answering the phone the rest of the week, it's become a bit of a running joke with my friends. Like, I don't know what your coping mechanisms are for this quarantine, but my coping mechanism is to just constantly FaceTime a few key friends of mine, and they're all driven mad. I'd say I'm driving them more mad than having to be in the house itself. But you know what? I actually quite love it. I live on my own in London, so I always have to FaceTime my friends anyway if I haven't seen them. So I'm quite used to using these apps and things to keep in touch with everyone. I think they're just not quite as used to having to hear from me quite so often. But there we go. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush. No, I'm not. I'm not going to take the same brush. I'm going to take a smaller brush because that's quite big. I'm going to take a smaller little detail brush and that same colour and just do a little trim under the eyes here. Let me move this over here so I'm not walking away from you. While I'm doing this, have you been doing the Joe Wicks PE lessons? I absolutely love them. Like, I've never really been someone that would do any workouts online. I've just never really got round to it. I've got my dance classes that I love. I see a lovely lady by me. So I've never really done a lesson per se online, and I just love them. I'm really, really looking forward to keeping up with him now. I've only done a few, so now that I've declared it, maybe I'll keep up with it. But I've just found them great. I've been doing the PE lessons for children in the morning. I mean, I don't know how fit these children are, but these lessons have been actually crucifying me. But it's good though as well, because it's out of the way then, first thing in the morning. Okay, so I've gone very deep with this. So what I'm going to do now is just take a fluffy brush, fluff out any harsh lines. That brush is completely clean. And then I'm going to take this brush back and just build a little bit of that outer corner so that I'm not making my eyes look too round. I want a little feline gradient, if you can see what I'm doing here. Lovely. I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush and that original matte shade and soften out that edge so that I've still got that little feline touch to it, but you've kind of got your deeper shade blending into your softer shade, fading into nothing. Are these symmetrical now is the next question. Let's be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, now, excuse me for a bit of contraband. I didn't have a high street liner to hand when I started doing this, so I've just pulled my trusty black pixie liner, which I already had down here. I'm going to do the top and bottoms. I have to do my liner a bit funny because I wear lenses and I don't want it all over my lenses. Okay, now, next, why not? Why not get all dolled up for the Zoom? Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner, which is just pure glitter, but it's on this nice applicator. And because I've gone for a darker colour on the lids, hopefully this will show up really nicely. So I'm going to take a little bit of this across where I would be doing a liquid liner. Now the nice thing about glitter is you can't really see exactly where it's meant to begin and end, but also doing it right close to that lash line means that when I open my eyes you can see it right in your eye line. Now I also want to mention Laura Capon at this point, who I'm absolutely obsessed with. She did a high street makeup video the other day and it was so good, and that's why I'm doing this one. I literally have to refrain from just doing exactly what she's done in her Instagram videos because she's got such good ideas. She always does empties videos. She just She has such a good chat with you while she's doing it as well. Like, she's watched that tiger thing on Netflix. I've just watched it. I don't feel like I've got the energy to discuss that because I found the whole thing quite a roller coaster to be on. But like, if you want to chat about that, go over to Laura. Collection Supersize Fat Lash Mascara is going on now. Love the brush on this, by the way. Doesn't that look nice? So I'm going to do a nice hearty dose of this. What's that called? Supersize Fat Lash. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the claim Supersize Fat Lash is a little bit of a stretch. However, I really, really like this. Nothing's clumping. It's giving me nice length. So not quite, I wouldn't say what it says on the tin, but a very, very nice mascara nonetheless. Got something in my eye. I think it's a bit of glitter. Give me a moment. Okay. I'll do another coat of that in a moment, I think. Right, now I'm just gonna do a little tidy there. Now I'm gonna go in with some Archery Volu-Boost Brow Fibre Gel from Soap and Glory. Now I've put this as High Street. I mean, I suppose really it's a bit more midpoint, isn't it? But what I mean, I suppose, when I say High Street is just very readily available, easy to get your hands on. You know, you'll pick this up in Boots very easily. You'll pick your collection stuff up very easily. Sainsbury's is hopefully not too far as well. You know, just easy to grab bits. I love a tinted brow gel like this. There's a little gap there. Driving me a bit mad. Managed to get it. There we go. Now, oh, I've been excited to show you this. This is the Profusion Blush #1 palette. I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush here and go in with this shade Popular. Is very reminiscent of NARS Orgasm. It's pinky and peachy and gold all in one. So I'm just going to get a bit of that on. Nice and gently. Mixing in a little bit of the Sweetheart shade. I am going to take a little sweep of bronzer all over as well, just so that I feel nice and put together. I'm going to take some Kiko liner in Sweetheart all over and probably plump up my lips a little bit. Oh, lovely. That's really creamy. Hopefully you made out what I said then. There we go. I've got a Sainsbury's gloss in Kiss Me Softly that I've just spilt. Fantastic. Really nice and creamy. Lovely. And then to finish that off, I'm actually just going to go in with a sweeper bronzer, which is contraband because it's not High Street, so we won't name it. But if I had it to hand, you know full well this would be where the Rimmel Sun Shimmer would be coming in. So let's just use our imaginations and say I'm going in with a dash of that, because that is fab. That glitter went in my eye again. Never mind. Okay. I'll see you again. There's something in my eye.